Hey guys, I don't know if this started recording yet, I have to start the clock, but my name is Colexiel, and welcome back to this game. Close your eyes. Don't close your eyes! Okay. Oh hey, it's the bloody purple murderer guy! I remember him, he was back in the subway! Hey, we made it out! Who are you? Oh, it's you! Okay. Good thing I got my tea. Will you stay with me? Well, yes, I would love to. I love you. Don't. Why? Leave me. What?
Close your eyes.
No! Do you have any last words? Then may God have mercy on your soul. Release the platform! Huh. Was that the end of the game? Oh, I'm sorry for waking you, sleepyhead, but I needed to show you this. Close your eyes! No! Why? Because it's a surprise, silly! I'm not closing my eyes! I know that trap! I know the second I close my eyes, the masked murderer guy behind me will cut my throat, or something. I trust you more than anyone now. You're all I have left. When I found that thingy buried in our yard, I never wanted to touch that thing. You know what Mom said, that... Well, I guess you really never knew Mom. I used it to be able to bring Mom back. I'd be able to see my mama again. Our mama. Everything that's mine is yours. We're in this together. We'll always be together. I know I leave a lot of the work to you. Now, open your eyes. I never closed them to begin with. Where's the jump scare? There's a... Here it is. Yep, I was right. Oh, that was the end. Huh. That was the end.
I scratch till my fingers go numb, but my skin never bleeds. A silent accomplice waits and feeds when I'm asleep. There's something that lives inside me. I promise I never let it end. It grows and divides inside me. It's making a home beneath my skin.
Well, I'm sorry, I wanted to be quiet so you guys could listen to that song. It The original game was created in 36 hours.
I scratch till my fingers go numb, but my skin never bleeds. A silent accomplice waits and feeds when I'm asleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna play it.
There's something that lives inside me. I promise I never let it out. Oh, it grows and divides inside me. It's making a home beneath my skin. It starts with the
Ending 5 out of 8 obtained. It's a surprise, silly. Alrighty then, so first things first, I am not going to play through this game again to get all the endings. I'm not a completionist. I am curious to know what all the other endings is, but here's my final say on the game. Play it because this is a good horror game, and support the developer. This is going to be kind of my end game review here. I might do a few of these at the end of each game I play, but my overall initial feelings of the game were, oh, this probably isn't that scary. It's a freaking RPG Maker thing. I was proven wrong because the developers, they know how to use audio. Like, it's not, I'm like, okay, so where are all the jump scares? I was expecting a few jump scares. And granted, there were a few jump scares, but they did them very well. So, yeah, definitely a good horror game, in my opinion. Here's the downsides. A lot of them. For one, while the game was technically not super short, I'd have to look back at all my recordings. Matter of fact, let me just do that right now. We're clocking in at about 7 minutes. Hang on, so let me just go on to the YouTube app and kind of look at how long it took me personally to play the game. So, let's go to Colexiel. 61 videos, 2 subscribers, beautiful. Nope. That's right, I need to do something about this. So, there are a total, so far, of 7 episodes in the Close Your Eyes series on my channel. So, that's a total of, so that's obviously an hour. I need to get a calculator, shit. There's something to write this down. Whatever. A rough guesstimate would be 1 hour, 2 hours. Oh, there we go. 2 hours and 54 minutes. Plus about 5, so about 2 hours 58 minutes is how long it took me to beat this game. Short game, very nice, very well put together. Here's the problem. Apparently, I'm taking a guess here, but Mr. Announcer Guy is actually Simon. I guess. I don't know. This game has too many questions left unanswered, and I guess they're going to be explored more in, Close Your Eyes 2? But that's also kind of the problem there, because they had multiple endings. If you're going to set yourself up to have a sequel, I don't think you should go on with like multiple endings unless it's gonna have some way of detecting which ending you chose or something. I don't know. It's clever, it's nice to have multiple endings for like replayability and such. Don't get me wrong, I might replay this game at school or something. Oh god, I would never do that. But here's the thing though. I never knew that Simon was supposedly Mr. Announcer Guy until like the last minute. I was like, oh wait, that's Simon, isn't it? And the person who was like, kill me or leave me or something, we don't know who that was. We don't know who the cute redhead was. Like, And here's the thing, though, like, they kind of built up the Hidden Hag and the Scarecrow and Scarecrow McRapeface to be possible things that would hunt you and, like, be antagonists, but they never did. Like, that's a waste. That was kind of a waste. Like, I was expecting there to be parts where I was running from the Hidden Hag because I took her key and she saw me and I was invading her, you know, secret little place. And I was expecting Scarecrow McRapeface, I'm still gonna call him that, to literally, like, chase me down through, like, the hatch I opened up. Like, have, like, I don't know, like a little chase part through, like, some train tracks, and then at the last second dive onto a platform while, like, going by train rams his ass. And Mr. Announcer Guy, like... What? Is he dead too? Is Simon dead? Who was Simon? Like, this game left too many questions, and maybe I didn't search hard enough. Thank God that's what the wiki's for, but... It left too many questions unanswered. And it left too many possible antagonists, you know, not known. And the purple murderer guy with the bloodstained apron and shit. I think that was also kind of voiced potential because we saw him at the very beginning of the game. Like, oh, hey, that's a thing. Did you guys see that too? I mean, he could have been like an antagonist that would be following you throughout the entire game, not pop up at the end of the game, you catch a glimpse of them, and you're just pretty much already at the end. Like... I don't know, like, what was the point? I'm not gonna play through this game again, guys, like, I'm not. I mean, this was a fun game, fun to play, and I have not felt the feeling of impending dread, horror, and, like, there's possibly someone behind me about to kill me. I have not felt that feeling in a long time. And it was kind of refreshing. Drink some tea. But there was a lot of stuff that could have been better in this game. Overall, it's a diamond in the rough, but that's all it really is. It's really just a rough, very uncut diamond. I'm looking forward to Red Haze. I want to see where that's going. I want to play that game, and that'll be coming out. Hang on. That'll be coming out in 16 days, guys. So we got a 16-day buffer. I was expecting this game to last me a little bit longer, over over 8 episodes. I was expecting this to at least be like a 10-episode thing. The last puzzle was kind of weak, because it was simply like a matter of guesswork and guess and check. Like, I really feel like it was a matter of opinion, though, and I chose, like, one of them. Like, I was like, I didn't understand the question at first, and I was like, oh, which one do I think is the most righteous? I was like, well, it's definitely not the one I chose the first time. I'm gonna choose this one for fun. And I was like, oh, it's the one involving the Bible thing. And I was like, yeah, that's probably it. Or at least I was guessing that was it. Overall, I'd say this game definitely does deserve its positive reviews. Definitely. If anything, developerettes, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Investors! Invest in this guy's, development team. Like, really, do that. I want to see what this guy can really do with better equipment and stuff over... Now, the RPG Maker stuff does have its, like, little thing there, but I kind of want to see what he could do with other stuff, while still sticking to the horror game kind of thing, because he does this well. And whoever he had doing audio did it very well. I mean, there were, and I'm actually going to touch on this part a bit more, but there was a lot of audio dicketry that was like, okay, fuck headphones, like that. I was like, fuck headphones. If you can get people to do that, if you can get me to do that, I mean, it's not that hard to get me to do that. I mean, I'll put on a brave face and such, but, I mean, if you can get me to fucking rip that face off and throw it in the corner and take my headphones off, then yeah, you got someone who does it well. There were also soundtracks that diffused the tension, which was nice. I mean, you can't have the constant tension of, oh my god, I can feel it, it's gonna jump out at me. You can't have that, in my opinion, all throughout the game, even though that would make it a really scary game. You need parts of, like, diffusal. Otherwise, the poor bastard will get a heart attack. I was like, oh my god, this is so nice. I just wanna sit here with this scene playing all day long. Like, I really liked those periods of diffusion. The other thing, though, is that there's a lot of guesswork in this game. Like, I think that's the problem. There's a lot of guesswork, especially with the dialogue options. Like, you really don't know who you're playing as. Like, I was playing as Marshmallow Man McGee, who's best friends with Mr. Announcer Guy and the mortal enemy of Scarecrow McRapeface. But like, who was the cute redhead girl? Who the hell was Simon? Like, and who was that person you were talking that's constantly like diffusing the tension? Who was she? Like, those were a lot of questions left unanswered. Maybe they'll be answered in Close Your Eyes 2. But I guess we have to wait and see. I mean, that's the thing I don't like, is that we have to wait and see. It just kind of gets to me, you know? Overall, I'm just gonna summarize my quips, if you will. The things that were good about the game, the things that were wrong, that weren't wrong, that were subpar, below average, you know? Because nothing in this game was terrible. The best things are the audio, the overall atmosphere, and the periods of diffusal, tension diffusal, and the soundtrack especially. I liked the soundtrack. The downsides are that there's guesswork. It's relatively short, clocking in at about 2 hours, almost 3 hours. Which is, I guess, kind of long for RPG Maker games. There's no real antagonist. Yes, you have I guess, the spirits of the dead coming after you at one point, and Mr. Announcer Guy kind of serves as that antagonist, but, I mean, there's no physical antagonist, you know? There's no monster that is trying to rip your spine out. Now, yeah, I understand that they're going for more of an atmospheric kind of thing, but like the Hidden Hag and Scarecrow McRapeface, those could have been those physical antagonists that didn't like necessarily serve as a means to kill you. Yeah, if they caught you, they kill you, but I think they could have served more of a sense of, shit, there is something coming after me, I can't take this as slow as I want to. Though, I guess that's kind of what a lot of games are, but, so I guess points for not going in that direction completely. But, I mean, it felt like those two characters specifically were kind of wasted. Scarecrow McRapeface and the Hidden Hag. Ah, there goes my tea. But nonetheless, hang on, let's see what happens if I hit continue. Okay, it's probably just at my save point. Well, let's see what happens. Nope, okay. So. Oh, God. Piss off, weird guy! Whatever. I hate that there's no pause menu either, but nonetheless... Oh, hang on. Okay, I love how the audio still goes on. Can I go back to the main menu? I don't know how to go back to the main menu, guys. Shit. Well, I was kind of curious to see what would happen, but let me just quickly finish the review. Where was I? This is 20 minutes. Yeah, and here's this guy too, like the purple guy here. What? What? Wait, what? Why did he stop walking? Okay, it's just an audio loop, I guess. Anyways, I think I'm just gonna end this off here. Definitely go out, try the game, play it. It has my seal of approval. There's some wasted potential in antagonists, but overall I'd say Simon, aka Mr. Announcer Guy, does serve as a good antagonist in the sense that he's constantly taunting you and he's being an asshole half the time. He's still Marshmallow Man McGee's best friend, even though he supposedly wants to violate him. That's another thing that was really never explored. Like, in the notes, Simon is like, oh, how I want to violate your every orifice. Whereas Mr. Announcer Guy was really never, you know, going in that direction with his dialogue. I'm sorry that I was kind of curious to see what would happen if I hit continue. I guess we all know. But that's the thing though, they never explored that. I always thought, okay, so Simon's obviously a different person than Mr. Announcer Guy, because Mr. Announcer Guy had a completely different feel, tone, and atmosphere around him than who Simon was. I was expecting Simon to be like Scarecrow McRapeface, just like sitting out there in the forest, being a dick. And then there's this guy in here who's like, okay, what purpose does he serve? Is that Simon? No, that's not Simon. But I guess. I don't know. Nonetheless, thank you for watching. I'm very sorry that the end was just like that. And for those of you screaming at the comments, you asshole! In the last episode, you were at the end! Well, essentially you guys got, about, like, 8 minutes of gameplay and then, you know, stuff. So, let's just end this playthrough here. Thank you for watching, guys, and have a nice night.